Alright. What it is, Daniacs? We got some straight up motherfucking bars from 2022 Mark Dreams right here. All right. Now this is gonna be nonstop bars, y'all, and it might hurt someone to hear this, but you need to hear it. Okay, which is why I'm reiterating. Okay, and the lesson he's about to drop is something I realized when I was 30 years old. Now, in realizing this, that is what the total I used to be very depressed and suicidal, and the realization that he's about to drop is what made me stop being suicidal, and I'll explain it, but lay it down first, homie.
But you don't want to hear it, but you want to hear it, so that's why I'm going to say it. So, here it goes. It is your fault why you feel the way you feel. It is your fault why you have the life you have. Stop blaming your mom. Stop blaming your fucking dad. Stop blaming your childhood. Stop blaming your man or your girl. Stop blaming, like, it's not your girl's fault. It's your fault for being with her. It's not your man's fault. It's your fault for being with him. It's not your fucking, like, it's your fault for working a job fucking 40 hours a week, and then you're so tired that you don't have time to work on your own dreams, the things that you want to do with your life. We're not being forced to do anything. There's not a gun to your head. There's nobody saying you have to do it this way. It is your fault for thinking that you have to do it that way. People think that there's only one way to live life. People think that there's only one way to make money. People think that there's only one way to do things. There's not. You can face your own problems. That is possible, right? It's not that therapy is great, all this other shit's great, but it's not going to help you. What's really going to help you is you. You facing you. You figuring out why are you the way you are, and why do you accept who you are? Why are you accepting feeling negative? Why are you accepting feeling depressed? Why are you accepting feeling anxious? These are your acceptances in your own life. You accept that shit. Just like I was accepting being poor. I accepted being a poor man. I accepted, like, these things. But when I said enough is enough, it changed. Nothing is going to change in your life until you say enough is enough. I am done feeling this way. I am going to be happy. And you can't just say I'm done feeling mad, so I'm going to be happy, or I'm done feeling anxious, so I'm going to be happy. It doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of work. It takes you to sit down with you to analyze your own thoughts. What the
And exactly. So the realization I had when I was 30 is that the world I have and the life I have is the life and world that I have created for myself. The world you have and the life you live is the life that you accept and create. We create the world we live in through our beliefs, through our thoughts, and through our actions. Okay, so in that lies great responsibility. Okay, now that responsibility is yours whether you accept it or not. But and when you don't accept that responsibility, it may feel better in the short term by putting off the blame of the world you are in on other people. Okay, but in the long run, that really leads to depression and suicidal tendencies. So once I truly accepted this, I stopped wanting to kill myself. Like I used to be quite suicidal feeling, but not enough. I'm still here, obviously, but I don't wrestle with that anymore. I don't wrestle with depression anymore. I mean, I get a little depressed here and there. Mostly if I have a dog die or something, I'll get pretty depressed. But that's about it. Losing something I love greatly will cause me a little bout of depression. Okay. But overall, man, I have totally turned my life around. I'm talking about how I feel on the inside, like how I feel about my life. The life I live right now is the life I wanted to live since I was a kid. And some people may look at my life and be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're living in your fucking car, dude." It's like, yeah, but that's my choice, though. It Because I don't make enough money to both take care of all my dogs and have a house. Okay, I got property. I got property for my dogs. I have 14 dogs. Okay, feeding those 14 dogs is a house bill. I make the choice every fucking day to keep all my dogs, and I'm working on my house. My house is half built, but I'll get there when I fucking get there. But when I do have that house, when I finally get my house finished, I will have all my dogs. I am building a built-in kennel into my house. Okay, I'm gonna lift up a little hatch and send all my dogs right under that hatch into a level below me. They're gonna have their own little built-in kennel like under my floor. All right, but so I take responsibility for that. You don't need electric nearly as much as you think. I haven't had electric in 9 years now. The goal was to be off grid with electric, and I'm just so fucking hard headed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be off grid without electric until I'm off grid with electric, and necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. Now I have 2/3 of my off grid system. I just need a little bit more to get my off grid system set up, and I'll get there when I fucking get there. Um, but that is a very important lesson that I felt like sharing with everyone. You must take responsibility for your own life. Okay, the you can lend the perceived power over your life to other people if you want, and that may temporarily feel like a comfort, but ultimately in the long run that will feel like chains. Okay, and the only chains you have around you are the chains that you have accepted to place there, the chains that you let others have control over your life. And that's it. Just there's a lot of power in that though. So also to combat and annihilate depression, these are the things you must do. Okay, do the things that you truly love that nourish your soul. Okay, whatever that may be for you, and exclude the things that out of your life that do nothing but stress you the fuck out, that degrade the quality of your soul. Okay, if you do those two things, go towards what enriches your soul and go away from what degrades your soul, and you will find yourself in a serenely blissful place psychologically. And that's it. That's my 2 cents. That's some dark light theology for you. I am the brightest night. I am the darkest light, and I am ascending, as are we all. The dark light is upon you. Stay beautiful, motherfuckers.